Many have recently asked me what flies I am using and how to tie them. This is a simple video of how I tie my coho flies. I am not an experienced fly tyer. For more professional tips, feel free to check out Old Smuggler Fly Fishing. The videos are in Spanish but are easy to visually follow. I will link a video of a muddler minnow in the description below. The first thing I do before tying is to crimp the barb. Then, add a bead head with your choice of color and clamp it into the vise. Next, grabbing and threading my bobbin, I cut some lead and tie that near the eye of the hook. Depending on the river current and depth, you may not need added weight and can skip this step. I recommend having a few weighted flies and a few that are not. Winding the thread around the shank to the back of the hook, I then add a piece of wire, which will be needed for a later step. I then start wrapping my lead down the shank. Salmon, unlike trout, bite on instinct. Trout flies must be very accurate as trout are actively feeding and inspecting the flies. Coho flies have a lot of room for error as these fish are biting on instinct, seeing the shining flash once they are in the river. Salmon flies are a good fly to start with if you are a beginner. Using silver tinsel starting at the head, I wrap it with my thread. Then wrap the thread to the bottom of the hook. I wrap all the tinsel down around and around, being careful to keep the tinsel flat and not kink or twist it around, making the fly look bulky or messy. This year, I caught all my coho on this design of fly. It's quick to make a lot the night before and is highly effective. Then I tie off the tinsel and in the opposite direction, take the wire and wrap it around the tinsel for extra hold. Now, following the wire with thread, back to the eye. The last step is adding deer hair and tinsel for some shine. I am using green deer hair and green and iridescent tinsel. This tinsel is not as wide as the tinsel I used for the body. I don't make this part too bushy. Picking out a few extra hairs that I don't need, I finish the fly by tying these to the bottom of the beaded head. Trimming any excess hairs, and wrapping my chartreuse thread around a few times for a pop of color. I tie off the thread by doing 2 twisted loops and finish off by adding a dab of clear lacquer to make sure nothing unravels. This design of fly can be customized with any color you choose: green, pink, and even blue. Coho love to chase these flies, so when you are fly fishing for them, make sure to strip at a medium to fast pace. I hope this video helped with anyone new to fly fishing and tying. Any questions will be answered in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all soon on my next video.